Hey, how's it going? Wow, that's weird. When I click go live, the whole picture moved. Um, and it's like so much bigger than I had it. All right, adjusting it. How's everybody doing? Dan Shinder here. See if I can do this, just be in the picture slightly. How are you? Hey, Dan Shinder here on Drum Talk TV. First time doing this in quite a while. I'm going to make up for it, though. Not on this show. I'll do what I can on this show, but I have a couple real big things to share with you. But first of all, be part of this conversation. You can read the description there, see what this episode's about of Dan's almost daily vlog. That got me out of doing it every day. I'm getting back to at least once or twice a week, and like I said, I got some big things coming up. I'll explain when I get back over there. Today, I'm going to address some of the comments people left about what would you like to improve on in drumming. So we'll cover a few of those, and I'm starting out on the big kit, on the little, on the little kit, and I might move over to the big kit, which is right there. But tell me where you're watching from. I'm in my studio downstairs from my office here in Globe, Arizona, 100 miles east of Phoenix, where it's a little bit cooler. And I really appreciate you coming on board. Just checking back here to make sure everything's going good, good, good. Chime in. I'm going to check comments over here on my laptop. My laptop. It's so cool to be back to this. What's funny is, even I think this is funny. So if you want to make fun of me for it, that's okay. Here I am doing a show on, hey, let me see what people commented on what they want to improve. I've not played my drums in Monday will be 3 weeks. I admit, I kind of tuned and moved stuff and played, did a sound check before we started, but I haven't played. And I've got some really weird tendonitis thing going, my arthritis. I got trigger finger on both my ring fingers. But my point is this. Those aren't disclaimers or excuses. My point is just play. Just have fun. You know, you may have seen, or maybe not, that we post at least, I don't know, Stephen, how many times? Stephen Shinder, my son, is our associate producer running things on the back end. We post 2 or 3 times a week asking people to submit videos. And sometimes I see some great pictures online of drum kits, and I drop a thing in there. Hey, submit a video. Would love to see that. And I can't believe how many people don't do that. And I think I know why. I think it's because they're afraid of getting chastised, or they don't think they're good enough, or, whatever. Forget that. I don't know how old you all think I am. You could take a guess. Maybe some of you know. If you know, don't blow it. But my point is, at my age, I want to impress you. I want to do a good job. I want to be a good ambassador of drumming. But if I flub up, I have flubbed up saying my name on the show and on TV. Just make videos. It's a great way to analyze your playing and put yourself out there, inspire other people. I'm going to refresh the screen here so I can see your comments. I forgot to do that. And, so that's my thing. Just play. I haven't played. And I think most people say, there's no way I'm going live and showing people some things that they said they want to improve on. But I want to have fun, and I want to be helpful, and I want to inspire you. You're probably better than I am. Maybe I'm better at a couple things, but that I can give to you. But overall, you're probably better than me. Okay, is my head cut off? Let's see. Let me take a look at the thing here. The thing. Oh, there's a lag. No, it just barely. That's funny. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense. So let's have some fun. But before we do, I had a fun conversation texting back and forth with a friend of mine I met through Drum Talk TV, Dan Falcon, drummer, friend, music fan, Drum Talk TV fan. And we were talking about the whole alien children thing. These phenomenal musicians who are like 5, 8, 12, 14. And there's a lot of them. We post a lot of them. I've interviewed some of them. Dominic McNabb down in South Africa has been on a couple times, even recently. And Dan was saying that one of the reasons, and I'm not disagreeing, that he thinks younger people are so much better than like when I was younger. And how old do you think I am? Just curious what you think. that it's because of technology, that it's because of YouTube, Facebook videos, Drum Talk TV. Well, maybe not Drum Talk TV. Well, the other stuff we post, yeah. Different things like that. My feeling is, yeah, that's part of it. More stuff is available. I didn't see videos of what John Bonham was doing or Buddy Rich or Max Roach until, the internet. So to me, it's not so much that. There's something else going on. If, no offense to Tony Royster Jr., but if the young Tony Royster Jr. came out now, he'd be just another one of those alien kids. And I don't mean just as in to minimize it, but there are so many of these amazing kids playing drums, piano, guitar, bass. Have you seen that 9-year-old girl bass player? These full bands. We posted a band of young kids playing Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. It was a little weird, her singing those lyrics. But you get my point. Violin players, cellists, everything. What is in the water? What are they terraforming? What is going on? So I just think that's an interesting topic. Would love your take. Okay. I'm going to look at some of the comments of what some people want to improve on, but I'm going to give some shout outs. John Kinsting is older than dust. I'm farting dust. That'll give you a little clue. But I'm curious how old people think I am. Marcus Guzman, how are you? Lindsay McDonald, how are you? Thank you so much, Lindsay. I appreciate that. And Wayne Sims says, hi, watching from Leicester, UK. Thanks for staying up so late, mate. Wow, that's awesome. That's great. So some of the things that people commented on, and Steve, go ahead and ban that comment in the second promo post for this, that Juanca Friol, get rid of that stuff. So yeah, spam. Sorry, folks, I'm reporting on spam. So let's start with the first post from a couple weeks ago. Dennis McKenzie, single bass drum strokes. Oh, I love that topic. Let's see. I have the perfect song. Can anyone guess what it is to demonstrate some single pedal dexterity? You'll see. Actually, a couple, but the other one, that's not the focus, but it has it. You'll see what I mean. That's a great one. Thank you. I hope you're watching, Dennis. If not, I hope you catch the archive. And then there was also incorporating rudiments in the entire kit from Jonathan Lee. So you may not realize this, but probably almost everything you do around the kit is incorporating rudiments, because even if you just do this, hello, what? Well, don't do that, but even if you just go, that's spreading rudiments around the kit. So it's an open roll with a couple of accents, maybe a drag. Those are paradiddles. So you may be doing it a little more than you think. That's one of my favorites, is doing paradiddles around the kit and doubles. And it sounds great on the big kit over there, which maybe I'll switch to that later with all the different toms and tones and cymbals and stuff. Okay, so that's a great topic as well. Let's see what else we got. Let me adjust this. I should turn it around so that lever's facing me. Matt Curran has probably the best one. Income. Wants to improve on income in drumming. And you may see my comment there. I have a course for that, actually. So let's see what else there is. And then I'll start demonstrating some. So Stephen Piddle says control. I don't think any drummers are in control of anything, so we'll skip that one. Just kidding. This is interesting from Randu Malazander. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Here he says, okay, here's a real issue, playing on other people's kits. That's interesting because there's a couple factors there. If you're allowed to play on someone else's kit, like at a gig, are you allowed to move anything? And if not, I think that's probably what he's referring to, the adjustment. But even if you could adjust everything in the way you want, you might not be familiar with the cymbals, the pedal, the heads have a different response, all those different things. What if you showed up and you just got called up to jam with the band and you didn't even bring sticks and you use 5 A's and they're using 2 B's? What the, So that's a great topic as well. Ron Ivan Jack has a great one, which I am pretty much worthless for. He says, crisp military rolls. I have 0 bounce. Oh, so execute fast drum rolls by clenching up and wasting all kinds of energy. That's a great justificator. That's great justification for what your issue is. Practice bounce. So watch the Marco Miniman interview I did this past Monday, which was the 16th, I believe. Watch that interview because I show a video of Marco playing on a bed mattress and a pad and a squeaky pig. What? Yeah, just watch it. And we talk about that, playing on something that has no response. But when you play on something with response, just start out slow. This is the best way to get better at anything. Start out slow and speed up. And let it bounce. You should be able to do it in the air. Play doubles in the air. That's the response. You don't need a drum head for that. And use your joints. I have a student that was very much like this. And I said, no, you got to use your joints. That's a great topic. Dale Batiste says, everything. Obviously, yeah, we all want to improve on everything. But I love his comment. It's a constant improvement curve. A famous classical musician at 80-odd years old was asked why he continues to practice so often. His reply, I think I'm improving. I want to be that guy, he says. That's great. I've been playing, so has anyone guessed my age? Let me see, because if I say this next thing, it'll partially give it away. It's pronounced Leicester as in Jester. Thank you. Leicester. Thank you. Playing very low volumes. Good one, John Kinsting. Ingo Marte. Ingo. Verstunkene Ingo. Just kidding, Ingo. So no one's guessed my age. That's okay. If you know my age, don't give it away. No problem. No, but I was going to say in relation to that comment about the 80-year-old, I've been playing 52 years. I've been playing 52 years, and I should be a lot better. But I don't practice. I don't work on my craft whatsoever, other than when I do come down here to play for the show like this, or I come down just for fun to play, which I don't have a lot of time for. I do the best I can, but I don't sit and shed. I don't get my pad out. I rarely, I do it so infrequently, it's not even worth mentioning. So let's take a couple topics, and I'm just going to look at this other post. One more. Let's just see. Bear with me here. Steve, did you grab that comment? Text my phone. Oh, Marcus Guzman, who's with us, says, the only thing I need to get down is my swiftness. Do you mean playing faster, Marcus? Is that what you mean? Or more fluid? Dick Bergman says, more practice, less Facebook, unless you're watching great drumming videos so you can learn from. Open-handed drumming, says Volker Moss. I'm not an open-handed drummer. I'm very ambidextrous, but I'm not an open-handed drummer like Simon Phillips, Billy Cobham, Ray Luzier. I'm not that guy. Triplets. Do you mean like Bonham triplets or just triplets? Or do you mean... Oh, that reminds me. I said I was going to make a big announcement. Ready? Are you ready for the... you don't care. Let's keep reading comments. Michelle Gayton says rudiments. Absolutely, rudiments. Jim Sharp also says everything in all caps. I'll get back to the announcement. Justin Fraser, fluidity. around the kit. That starts with practicing those rudiments. Absolutely. My feet and hands, those would be good. Cody Kozinski. There's some great stuff here. Another everything, Richard. Dynamics. Oh, I love the topic of dynamics. All right, that's one of my favorite topics. Period. All right, so let me open up the show on the bigger screen so I can see it, and we'll start with the foot, single stroke, single pedal. But maybe you're talking double bass single strokes. I'm not a big double pedal player. I have a double pedal on the big kit over there. I rarely use it for beats. I use it for some fills sometimes. So I'm going to do some examples of single pedal. I don't know if you can see how my foot is positioned, but my foot kind of hangs down. I'm playing with the ball of my foot, which is just before my first joint of the toes, and then a bit of my toes. Heel up. I don't know how anyone plays heel down. That actually hurts this part of my foot. So, but that's just me. We're all different. My way's better, but we're all different. Just kidding. So I'm going to play the seminal single stroke song. Oh, after I make the announcement. So I'm going on vacation. Now that I'm back to this, I'm going on vacation tomorrow after I teach my master class in marketing. So my wife and I are going to be staying in a fifth wheel in the middle of nowhere under a big tree. When I get back, the first thing we're doing is John Bonham's birthday celebration. So Stephen's been posting about submit your videos. I've seen some come through. You'll be notified, but send in your tributes to John Bonham. Look for that post in our timeline or the photos album. Send stuff in. Let's all pay tribute to John Bonham. I'm going to spend probably an hour, maybe two, playing a bunch of Led Zeppelin. And I'm going to do one now, the Single Foot song. You know what song that is? And then the next day, oh, what time is that? Steve, what time is am I doing the John Bonham thing? I don't even know if I put my own time down yet. I put other slots. So, Steve, if you can't find it, that's all right. The next day, 9 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern U.S. So that would be late in the evening in Western Europe. Carl Palmer live with me on the Drum Talk TV Facebook page. Carl Palmer. You might know him from Schlotsky, Ginsberg, and Palmer, which eventually Schlotsky and Ginsberg got replaced by Emerson and Lake. Probably didn't know that. See what you learn here? And actually, it's funny that Schlotsky got replaced by Emerson because before that, Emerson had replaced Schlotsky in Herschel, Goldstein, and the Bagel Slingers. It's weird how there's all these small little families that keep kind of... Anyways, so I'll have Carl Palmer from Emerson, Lake and Palmer on Asia. They're announcing their... yeah, I could say it, right, Steve? Because they've been advertising it. Asia in Asia. The one stint that Greg Lake replaced John Wetton for a week. Weird. Anyways, so I'll have Carl Palmer on. We're doing the John Bonham thing. Okay, let's see what else is going on here in the comments. Brian, do this. Brian says, is Alesis or Cat Percussion a good electronic drum kit for an inexpensive kit for an apartment? Totally off topic, but happy to answer it. So both of them, like all brands, have different levels of stuff. Behind the curtain, I have an Alesis DMX10 mesh kit. It's a 6-piece kit with 4 cymbals and a hi-hat. I'm going to bust that thing out someday. They've got other less expensive. Cat, I'm not as familiar with their electronic drum kits, but there's plenty of stuff out there. Thanks for asking. So let's get to it. So Good Times, Bad Times is the best example I can give for single stroke dexterity. And I'm going to, if I can fix this, if I can fix that thing, man, what's going on here? That's just crazy. Bear with me here. I'm going to play the beat without the music, then I'm going to play to the song. As soon as I figure out how to work a microphone stand. So, the beat in slow motion after the intro. Right or it just takes practice. Start slow. That's not the beat, but that's a good exercise. Triplets on the single pedal. Start out slow, speed up. As slow as you need to. Make sense? Let's play to the song just for a little while. And it has that part of spreading rudiments around the kit. The work a Now I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm playing something that requires a fair amount of dexterity, but I'm very relaxed. That's a way to be fluid. You gotta play relaxed. I've never seen someone play tense that doesn't sound tense. I've never seen someone play rigid physically that sounds smooth and fluid. It always sounds rigid and tense. So you've got to learn to relax. And there's a few ways to do that. One is, like I said, to use all your joints, all the way down to your fingers. Be able to play doubles in the air as fast as you can. You can't hear the mistakes, which is great. But also, your posture, your whole setup could have a lot to do with that. And I encourage you to experiment with your seat level, your posture. I've lowered my seat quite a bit from how I used to sit, more so on the big kid over there, because the last time I interviewed Todd Zuckerman, I was really curious. Every time I saw him, his snare was like right here. It's about right here for me on that kit. And he said the reason why is because he plays traditional 90% of the time. He says, when I come down, the drum's right there. When my arm is perpendicular to the floor and I do this, the drum's right there. And I thought, oh my gosh, that makes perfect sense. I never thought of that. It always just looks so uncomfortable. I play match grip, so it seemed just awkward. But I slowly started lowering the throne on that kit, and it's probably, like I say, about right here for me. This one's a little bit higher because I have a student who's about 4 inches taller than me, so I have it set up for him, so we don't have to F with it every time he comes over. So I hope that demonstration makes sense. Can you see my foot okay? Can you see my foot okay? And there's a delay here, so it might take a moment for your comment to show up. So let me take a peek. Let's see here. And there's all kinds of other comments I haven't seen. Bear with me, bear with me. Oh, great time for the internet to take a dump. Steve, Steve, throw me a lifeline. Am I still on? Okay. Yeah, I think so. Awesome, Wayne. Everything kicked in. How does someone break the habit of bearing the beater? Ooh, I'll get to that. And Ingo Marte is like one of the top drum techs on the planet, and he agrees. He says that, wow, how did I end up on, I must have clicked Steve's name by accident. He says posture is so important. It absolutely is. Posture, posture, posture. Absolutely. Doing really well, Ingo. Thanks for chiming in. Steve, what's that link that you popped in? You might want to edit it and say what it is. By the way, first time watching. Wow, the Washington, D.C. area. Brian T. Wallace, thanks so much for joining us. I'll apologize for everything that you might see when you slide down the rabbit hole and see 9 years and 6 months of content. We'll be 10 years old the first week of January. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I hope I addressed that. Let me know if you could see my foot okay. I'll do it one more time and watch for comments. Let's do it. Should I do it with the... No, I'll do it without the music. Cowbell's starting to annoy me. I hope it's not annoying you. It's big too. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it that well in the video. Well, you can. It's all this whole black thing, but the drums are black. Is cowbell. There you go. Practice with a mirror. I tried to do that once and then started playing left hand. I'm just kidding. All right, cool. So I'll watch for that. Let's move on to the topic that brings some of this with it. That's single bass drum dexterity as well as spreading rudiments around the kit. I'm going to do another example of the latter point on the big kit after this next song. I'm not going to play this whole song. This song, when we talk about spreading rudiments around the kit, again, my favorite is just simple doubles all over the place or paradiddles. Paradiddles as a beat, paradiddles as fills. And start out with just do an ostinato and then start moving your hands around. My favorite is a Deep Purple song called You Fool No One. Let's go to that.
Liberty Mutual customizes my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. And
It's coming, bear with me. Thanks, Steve. I'm going to let it start and I'll jump in. away from me. So, whoa. So, I've been trying to get that to lower. That's simply that whole beat that Ian Pace is doing there is paradiddle. Except for that grab accent, the choke. Whoops. That's all it is. Almost the whole song except for the choruses. That's how the song continues. But the basis, the foundation is that paradiddle beat with the choke. Make sense? Chicken fence? Oh, sorry, I forgot you were there. Got carried away. So, questions? Thank you, Brian. Yeah, that's the same year as Made in Europe, but that's not Made in Europe. It's a bootleg. So I think what we'll do is we'll move over there to the big kit, and I'm going to play a song that incorporates some pretty decent double pedal or singles pedal stuff, boy, and definitely dynamics, which a few people brought up, and also rudiments around the kit. And this band that I'm going to play to, I'm not going to announce till I set up over there. It'll just take me a moment. I'll swing the camera around. We'll be good. Used to be a guilty pleasure of mine until this song just seemed to make them be more acceptable for people into prog and other things. They're great. They're amazing musicians. And it includes, on this particular song, one of my favorite female vocalists. I'll give that all away in a moment. So let's do it like so. I'm going to grab the music and take it over there. I'm going to swing the camera over first for you. Bear with me. Going to walk on over there. And Steve, you're right. I forgot about the ad block thing. Thank you. And I'm going to move my monitor back over to the big kit. Just give me 1 second. And I appreciate you hanging out and waiting for me. If you've never seen my big blue kit, then you're in for something new, I suppose. So let's do this. Hey, how you doing? Let's do that. And let's back it way up to where you can see it better. Let's see. I'm going to raise it. Let me put the mic in the stand. 1 second. There we go. All right, and I got to grab my laptop. I'll do that last. And we'll do this. Hold on. Thanks for being patient while I adjust the setup. I'm all alone today. Not in life, just here in the studio. All right. And I need to laptop and music. Yeah, that's what it was. Bring the music. I'm new to this. Give me a break. So please, if you saw me do any of those demonstrations of the triplets, of the single pedal stuff, of dynamics, spreading Rudiments, that was weird. Rudiments around the kit. If you saw any of that, please give me some feedback. Do you still have questions about that? Was that okay? Did you learn anything, for goodness sakes? If not, I won't be offended. All right, there we go. There's most of my big blue kit. Let's grab the laptop. Grab the laptop. I think I better unplug the power and just leave that there. And so, in case you missed it, May 31st, we're doing the John Bonham Tribute Special. You can be part of that. Scroll through our stuff, and you'll see how. Oops, I goofed. The laptop goes there. Okay, hold on. Boy, hold on a second here. Yeah, so May 31st, you can be part of that. Submit your videos, and I'm going to play for about an hour or two, just doing Zepp stuff. See, I got a whole separate setup over here, so I can still talk to you and see you and play music from this lovely, amazing device. Give me a second. Run the cord through the timpani drums. You have timpani drums on your kit, right? I know, isn't that crazy? Where am I going to? I'll just put this on the floor. Hold on. See, now I can see the show right here and see your comments. There we go. Okay. Here we go. I just got to find a better place for this so I don't step on it. So I'm going to play this next song as a great demonstration of a lot of things we've been talking about. But first, please give me some feedback. Give me some feedback on the stuff that I've demonstrated. Let me know. Does it make sense? Did you learn anything? Okay. I got to advance to where they start playing. Okay, starts out with drums. I'll let it start and then I'll jump in playing. One sec here. I left my sticks over there. How funny is that? Yes, I have a stick bag, but everything's over by this kit. Hold on, be right back. And I'll tell you what song it is and what band I was referring to, if you heard that. Yay, haven't sat here in 3 weeks. This is really weird. All right, this song is by, you know what? Hold on. Let me just make sure everything works. Okay, we're set. All right, so this song is actually Tears for Fears. And I love this song. And it features Olita. I'm just tightening my throne here. It features Olita Adams contributing to lead vocals along with Roland Orzabal. Why is this so weird? Who's been in here? I think my cat got in here or something. It's just a really great song. Okay, I'll fix that later. Here we go. I'm gonna let it start, then I'm gonna jump in. Watch for the dynamics. Watch for spreading rudiments around the kit. What else did we cover? The footwork, but there's some syncopation. There's some really great dynamic changes here. So just gotta take off my glasses, hit go, and away we go. Oh, and playing relaxed and fluid and having control at the same time. There's a lot of things that people commented on what do you want to improve. So here you go. That is a very fun song to play. I'm going to spin around, get my glasses, and look at your comments. So that incorporated pretty much everything we talked about, except I forgot to address a great question someone brought up, so I don't have the name in front of me. Thanks, Wayne. And it was about getting away from bearing the beater. That's not necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of people who play like that, and you'd never know by listening. So if you can't tell by listening, it doesn't matter. But what I do, there are a few songs or things I do where I think I might mash it a bit. But a lot of things, and I thought of it while I was doing it, where I let it bounce. And that's all in your footwork. It's hard to explain. I'd have to show. And we're going to get back to multi-camera shoots soon as well. And I'll have a foot cam and at least 2 other cameras. There's one that goes here. Oh, it's there. So that when I'm talking, I can look up there and you can see down into my kit when I'm playing. I used this one camera today because I started on the other kit and then just spun it around so you could see this. Which brand of cymbals do you like? I play Sabian on my DW kit. So I like a lot of brands. I have 3 brands on this kit. I have Zildjian. So on that kit, I have Sabian hi-hats, just because that's what came with the kit. And I have 3 Zildjian cymbals. A 1979 Earth Ride, which has no grooves, and it's very heavy. I got it in 1979. I bought it new. And it's very dry and heavy. Great for old jazz. I recently, a month ago, bought a 17-inch thin crash. This is a 14-inch thin crash. And I never saw a 17, so that's over there, as well as a 14-inch old Zildjian. This kit is a Sabian Splash, LP Ice Bell, Zildjian Thin Crash, Zildjian Pang, Zildjian Crash, Zildjian Ride from 1973, my first real ride. Ozone, Sabian, LP, whatever the F that is. I don't remember, but it's a giant bell. It looks like a derby. And then this is a Wuhan China. This is a Wuhan China. And this is a Wuhan Gong. And then I have 2 old Zildjians upside down, a Splash and a 14-inch that make this kind of trashy thing. And sometimes I tighten it down and choke it more. Sometimes even add a cymbal. And then this small China, large China. That's my baby. I love that. The Ozone's great for washes. The Z Custom Crash. Very versatile. And on the topic of cymbals, get to know all the zones. Get to know all the places where your cymbals make different sounds, and not just the rides. Your crashes, how you hit them, where you hit them, even the bell. So that's kind of a tour. Oh, the hi-hats, 15-inch hi-hats, Zildjian Brilliance on top, Zildjian K on the bottom. Got these from Carmine apiece in 1983, I think. Actually, Paul McCartney told me that Elvis told him that you shouldn't name drop. So sorry about that. Wait, what? So yeah, it's to me, it's not about the brand; it's about the sound. The brands love when I say that, by the way. And I'm using Remo color tone heads, by the way. And even Remo on the timpani drums. I love my timpanis. It's my favorite instrument of all time. A couple more comments I want to catch up on. Yeah, the Ozone's cool. You have to be prepared for it, though, if you're going to, like, crash it, because it really takes over. But it's a great effect cymbal. It's great with mallets. These are hard mallets, probably not the best one to demonstrate. love it. It's great. It's very unique. Charles Tolson, how are you? Charles Tolson, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody, so much. So I would do an encore, but nobody cares. So, so I'm not going to. Like I said, if you missed it at the beginning, I haven't played in 3 weeks. So it feels weird, and I've been having an issue with my hand since yesterday. I have issues on a normal day, but something else going on, and it'll be fine. I'll be fine. But I was a little hesitant, like, I'm going to play today and show how to do stuff, and I haven't played in 3 weeks. My hand hurts. My finger is locked up, and I've got arthritis, and that's what happens when you get older and you've been using your hands for stuff your whole freaking life. So I'm 59. That's all. I'm 59. Been playing 52 years and should be a lot better. Maybe I'll poke through. Let's see what time it is. I've been doing this an hour. You know, I'll cut out so Steven can put it on Instagram. It's got to be under an hour. So thank you so much for joining me. I got to come over there and turn off the camera. That's right. Thank you so much for joining me here on Drum Talk TV. I appreciate you following what we do. I appreciate it so much. Look through our photos album and find the posts about submitting videos. Be part of the John Bonham tribute on the 31st, and the next day, 9 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern U.S. times, I'm going to be interviewing Carl Palmer of Emerson, Lake and Palmer in Asia live on the Drum Talk TV Facebook page, and he's going to talk about Asia and Asia, the new box set coming out. Very excited about this product. I remember seeing it when it was televised live on TV from Tokyo, so that'll be fun getting back with Carl. First time I interviewed him was way back in, I think, 2014, so it's been a while. We have a lot to catch up on. Mostly going to talk Asia, though. A couple drumming questions, but mostly Asia, a little bit of ELP maybe. So tune in for that. And again, thank you so much. If you want a Drum Talk TV shirt, drumtalktv.com/shop. All the proceeds go to the American Diabetes Association. And those of you who won shirts, they are on the way. They're on their way out. Our shirt company sometimes sucks. They make a great product, but the shipping, so be patient, please. And thank you so much. Really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks. If you missed any of this, catch the archive. It's going to load onto the page in just a moment. Thanks.